everybody, this is my Flowish journal that I just finished and completed for a swap at SwapBot. So you can see we had to use an envelope for the outside cover. You can see I used some really bright colors, and I used one of my quotes from my Seize the Day desk calendar. And I also used some sari ribbon. I used it to tie it closed, and then also for the binding. I added this little organza bag and put some little clips in it and some buttons I thought that my partner could use. So I untied the front so you could get a better look at it. You can see I used some bright colors, and then I used some stamping and some embossing, and then I used just some words and a white pen for just to add some nice texture. And then you can see the back, and I kind of did the same exact thing. You can see the binding. All I did was punch 2 holes. I punched one at the ends, each of the ends, to run the sari ribbon through. When I get to the middle, I'll show you what it looks like. So here I'm opening it up. You can see the inside cover. I decided not to make a pocket because I really liked the colors and the paint, and I didn't want to cover it up. So I used these instead. I've added some papers to the outside. This is just some cardstock that I had painted, put some texture paste on. You can see the little bit of the heart, and I didn't use that. Then this is a coaster that I had, and I really like using coasters. You can paint it or leave it as is. This is a handmade postcard that I made with gelatos and texture paste, and then I didn't use it, so I thought she might like it. Here's something kind of fun. This is a sun print that I had made last year using some sun paper and some stencils. Kind of a fun item that she can cut out or use as a whole. And this is a really nice decorative napkin, and I really like the birds and the flowers on this. This is from Daphne's Diary. I pulled these out. These are some little stickers that she can use. And this I bought this yard ornament, and I put it in my yard. And just as I was getting ready to throw the wrapping away, I saw this, and I thought, hey, that's kind of cute. And so I saved it, and I decided to add it into here. So you can see the inside cover. I didn't really want to cover this up with a pocket. And the same stenciling and embossing. I used the Seize the Day and with some washi tape and added it on just for something kind of fun. Then I used a lot of magazine articles and pictures that I had ripped out of old Victorian magazines and Daphne's Diary, and maybe some from some summer sets. These were kind of cute. These are little gnomes. I thought she might like those. This is from a Mother Goose book that's really old. It's kind of, the paper, really, you got to be careful with it, but I thought she might like it. It's got some little Mother Goose rhymes on it. This has got a nice print to it. I really like this print. I also like this, Dear Friend, the text she might be able to use. And then here on the back side are some old shoes. I really like this lady. You can't see the whole thing, but this is a woman wearing a vintage hat. I like the colors, and I really like that hat. And then on the other side are some roses that are really kind of cute. This sheet had a bunch of vintage pictures added to it, and I thought she might like to use some of these. On the back side were some flowers. This is kind of a fun piece. This is from a classroom book that I never used in my classroom. It's for grades or attendance. And you can see it's on both sides. I thought she might like that. That's kind of a fun grid type piece. This I just liked. I liked all the writing and the doodling and the pictures. It's for some tourist advertisement in a magazine. I liked it. This is some deli paper, and it's got leftover paint on it. And this is what I do with the leftover paint. I thought she might like that. Here's some beautiful yarn piece color. I thought she might like that. And then here's a map. I got this out of an actual antique vintage map book. And then here's the beautiful colors on the reverse side of it. This is also from Daphne's Diary. These are some little stickers I cut out, and I thought she could take these out and use these. This is some paper that was wrapping something that I bought in the mail, and I liked it because it's brown and it's crinkly. I like that crinkly sound. This piece came out of a magazine, and I actually like what's on the bottom. You can't see the whole sheet, but when I get to it, I'll show it to you. It's got a beautiful painting at the bottom, and then on the back is just whatever. And then these, oh, I forgot to put these back in. These are some from my Simplicity desk calendar, and I had these tucked inside. I thought she would like these. They've got little quotes at the bottom, and they've got some beautiful photography. And what I did was I stuck them in here, and then that way she could kind of use that out of this bag. Here's another fun piece that I really like that I use in my own journals. I use the Perfect Pearl spray. And I sprayed this one in kind of a peach color with a little bit of the antique gold. And you can see the iridescent. I use this a lot for background texture, and I'm hoping that she can use that. I added the whole sheet of white tissue paper. This is a beautiful spring napkin that I found. I really like these edging that's on here, but I really like the green and the pink for spring color. And I used it in my spring journal, so I thought she might like that. This is also from Daphne's Diary. This is showing how to make some bookmarks. And they got some cute little pictures on the back that I thought she would really like. I added this only because I really like the smell of this perfume. It's got one of those inserts, so I added that. This is an envelope I made as an experiment, trying to learn to make some different envelopes. I didn't use this because this is red, and I don't really use a lot of red in my work, but I thought maybe my partner might. What I did was I added a bunch of just some small little cards and magazine pictures that I had gotten. This is actually an app from Starbucks that they had a couple years ago, and I had one left. These are just some of those little picture cards. And then these are some small flowers from a magazine that I thought maybe she would like. And this is a tag that I was going to make, and I never finished it, and I thought she might like it. I like the green, and then you can see the texture paste through a stencil right there. This is a piece of foreign text from a book. And this is a piece of a page from a book that I tore out when I made an altered book, and I saved it. And then what I did was I took the bird stamps, the scribbly bird stamps, and I stamped them on there, thinking she might want to color them in and cut them out and use them for something kind of cute. And this is a cute little napkin. I like the bright colors and the little bees and on that. This is another piece of white tissue paper that I sprayed. You can't really see it, but I sprayed it with white pearls, and so I used this a lot. It got a little bit of a green also on it. I think she'll use this for texture. This is a pamphlet from U of M, and I saw this on the video that I used to make this Flowish journal. She used pamphlets, and then she put paper and covered it up, and I kind of like that, so I cut these grid papers out, and and pasted them on the cover. And then I added some stamps. I thought maybe she would like some of these used stamps. I don't use them a lot in my work, but I had some. I thought I would include them for her, so she might be able to use them. This is the back side of that U of M pamphlet, and it's got some grid paper there. This is a really pretty piece of paper here. This had some pretty flowers on it. That's why I included this. This is a gift bag with some wildflowers on it. I thought the gift bag was kind of a cute idea. This is another piece of the deli paper. You can see I really used some fluorescent colors when whatever I was doing. I used some bright colors. I thought she might like that. Another piece from Daphne's diary. I included this because I'm going to kind of swivel around so you can see it a little bit better. This is the whole sheet. I really like the word present and then the gift with the wrap. And I really like all the color and I like the text. So I thought that she could use that sheet. I thought that was kind of a fun. Now we're halfway through and you can see the binding for the sari ribbon here. And everything's just kind of loosely slid through here. That's so you can just take it out, whatever you want to take out. It's not bound in tightly or sewn in. So we're going back now, and this is of course going to be the back side of all these sheets. Here's that bright colored deli paper that I had. This is the gift bag. I kind of tucked in this purplish feather, and then I also inside the gift bag I put some of my seize the day quotes. And I put quite a few of them in there. I thought maybe she would like those. And then the back side of that lily paper, I thought I really liked those flowers. This is that U of M pamphlet again. Here is the one side I used a map paper. And then this side I used another like grid paper. Here's that tissue paper, the napkin, the back side of those scribbly birds. Here's those fun little texts from the Daphne's diary, the napkin, and the tissue paper. Really like that. The bag. And here is that painting that I told you I really like. The artist does dribble painting of some sort. I really liked that whole piece, so I wanted to add that in. The rest of that paper. And the stickers, map sheet, vintage children's page, deli paper. Here's that yarn. You can see the rest of that yarn. I thought that was really yummy. I'm not much of a knitter, but I really like that yarn. And then here's another envelope that I made and didn't use. And what I did was I tucked in a bunch of different things. So these are paint samples. All different sizes and different kinds of paint samples. This is a tag, and I really like these tags, so I wanted to give her one of these. And then, who doesn't like doilies? So I gave her a bunch of the different colored doilies. Trying to get it apart here, if I can. There's a red one, turquoise, kind of a gold color, and purple, pink, blue, kind of an orangish type color. I liked all those. I thought she would probably really like to have the doily. Sorry about the finger there. And then so you can see the little envelope that I made, and then I used a butterfly paper clip for that. Here's the back side of that tourist. Here's that class sheet for grades. And here you can see that lady with the hat. She's sitting on a chair and she's got the dress, the old shoes, the rhymes from Mother Goose, and then we're back to the gnomes. So this is the back. So you can see I carried this all the way through. This is where the envelope opens, and I put a bunch of goodies inside here. See if I can get them all out. I left something. So this is one of those fun foams. It's a butterfly, kind of yellow. I've heard people using these as stamps. I thought maybe she could use this kind of something fun. This is one of those cup holders. I really like this. Obviously, I'm a science teacher. It says Einstein, so you know I really like that. Just some different paper, some foreign text from a book page. Some more things from Daphne's diary. I'm not sure exactly what those were, but I thought she could use them for something. These are kind of fun. These are those old stamps that mothers used to save to buy things with. These are not the green stamps, but the Save-Way stamps. But I thought, they're kind of fun. She might like those. And then who doesn't like Godiva chocolate? So I added a Godiva chocolate in bag. She could use that as a little envelope. And then some different assorted papers that I thought she could use. Just some different fun with different sizes, different things I'm not using that I thought she might like, kind of colorful. Here's a part of an old map I thought she could use. So that's it. That's my flow journal. Didn't take me very long to do this. I knew I was going to be part of this swap, so I started pulling things and putting them in an envelope all together. In fact, I didn't even really use everything. This is a lot more than what the swap asked for. I think I worked on it 2 mornings for about an hour, hour and a half each, so maybe about 3 hours. A lot of it was waiting time, waiting for all of this paint to dry and for the glue to dry and such. But it was it was fun. It was easy. If you haven't done one of these, I really encourage you to do it. It's really, really simple. I'll include the video that I used to make mine as an example. Thanks for watching.